Imagine a life where the constant pressure to prove yourself simply dissolves. A life where you are free from the relentless need to measure up or gain approval. Envision the quiet space that opens up when the internal voice demanding more validation finally falls silent. Feel the lightness that comes with releasing that heavy burden. This is about maintaining your inner peace, your sacred center, even when the world outside is loud and demanding. It's about holding steady amidst the noise. In a world that often rewards the loudest voices, standing firm in your own quiet truth is an act of profound strength. It is a form of quiet greatness. This is a reflection on owning your worth, not as something granted by others, but as an inherent truth that exists independent of external judgment or applause. It is already within you. Your worth is not a performance you must constantly deliver. It is not a transaction where you exchange achievements for value. Worth is the quiet language of your soul, speaking softly beneath the surface of your busy life. It is the knowing that resides deep within. The journey is often about learning to quiet the external noise long enough to finally hear this inner language. It is always speaking to you. This is an invitation to declare with quiet conviction, "My worth needs no proof." Let this become your statement of inner sovereignty. From our earliest moments, we are often conditioned to believe that our worth is external. It is tied to the grades we receive, the trophies we win, the praise we garner. We learn to equate value with visibility, believing that our worth must be earned and constantly seen by others to be real. This becomes a deeply ingrained belief. Living with this mindset creates a trap. You become a prisoner of external opinion, forever chasing validation that is fleeting and unreliable. Inevitably, there will be moments of doubt, misunderstanding, and misjudgment from the outside world. This is a natural part of life. The danger lies in allowing these external perspectives to define your internal reality. Depending on external eyes leads to a life spent chasing a horizon that constantly recedes. There is a profound difference between knowing your worth and desperately trying to prove it. One brings peace, the other brings anxiety. Knowing your worth brings a deep sense of calm and groundedness. You are not tossed about by the winds of external opinion. Those who truly know themselves do not feel the need for constant explanation or justification. Their presence speaks for itself. True worth doesn't beg for attention or demand recognition. It radiates quietly from within, a steady light that doesn't need to shout. You can observe this true worth in the quiet confidence of someone's posture, in the stillness of their being, in the simple way they occupy space. It is felt, not just seen. We live in times that often prioritize image over integrity, surface over substance. Society frequently values showing over simply being. It is easy to get caught up in the performance, believing that what is visible is all that matters. But the most essential things are often invisible to the eye. Your worth is like the deep roots of a mighty tree, anchoring you firmly to the earth. These roots are unseen, yet they provide the strength and stability for everything above ground. Your inherent value does not require the spotlight. It does not need applause or external validation to exist. Your essential being does not disappear or diminish simply because others fail to see it or acknowledge it. Their perception does not define your reality. Your worth only fades if you yourself forget it, if you allow the external noise to drown out the quiet knowing within. It is your own belief that matters most. Consider the energy you have spent trying to prove your worth to people who are simply not ready or able to see it. Think of the explanations and justifications offered. Much of that effort was misplaced. The issue was not your inherent value, but where you were seeking its confirmation. You were trying to convince those whose vision was clouded, whose hearts were closed, or whose own insecurities prevented them from recognizing the light in another. Accepting that not everyone will appreciate what you offer is a crucial step towards liberation. Their inability to see your value is not a reflection of your lack of it. It is not your responsibility to make others ready to see your worth. You cannot force someone to perceive something they are unwilling or unable to perceive. Self-respect begins the moment you cease negotiating your value with individuals who are determined to misunderstand or diminish you. Walk away from those tables. Not every challenge to your worth requires a verbal defense or a lengthy justification. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response at all. Silence, when chosen from a place of inner strength and clarity, can be a profound and powerful statement. It speaks volumes without uttering a single word. Choosing silence in the face of doubt or criticism stems not from fear or inability to articulate, but from a deep knowing that your truth does not require external validation. You do not need to engage in unnecessary debates or justify the fundamental truths of your being to anyone. Your existence is its own justification. Individuals who are truly at peace within themselves often let their life, their actions, and their quiet presence speak for them. They do not need to argue their case. Inner calm communicates more effectively than any argument or defense ever could. It is a quiet assertion of your unshakable worth. Comparing yourself to others is a sure path to disconnecting from your own unique essence. You are not meant to be a copy of anyone else. Recognize that each person carries their own unique story, their own hidden wounds, their own hard-won wisdom. Their path is not your path. Question the validity of measuring your intricate, complex self against someone else's carefully curated external life script. It is an apples to oranges comparison. Your worth is not found in how you stack up against others. It is found in your presence, your truth, and the simple fact of your being. True worth requires internal recognition, a deep acceptance of yourself, rather than external approval or validation based on comparison. Look inward, not outward. While achievements and accomplishments are important aspects of life, they do not define the totality of your identity. They are expressions, not definitions. Success can demonstrate your potential and capabilities, but it does not determine the intrinsic value of your soul. That value is constant. Your inherent worth remains intact even in moments of failure, setback, or perceived inadequacy. It is not contingent on your performance. This fundamental worth is known internally, a quiet certainty that does not fluctuate based on external opinion or circumstance. It is your anchor, your intention, your integrity, your capacity for empathy, your simple humanity. These hold intrinsic weight and value. They are the core of who you are. These core qualities cannot be taken away by external forces. They are yours, and they are the source of your deepest, most unshakable worth. In a world that constantly demands you prove your worth, choose the quiet strength of simply being. Opt for presence over the relentless pressure of performance culture. Choose truth over the fleeting spectacle of societal approval. Anchor yourself in the quiet knowing of your own value.